If you don't know already, Vudu was a movie streaming company similar to Netflix and Amazon, where you can purchase or rent movies as they come out and create a library. The big interesting thing that was made Vudu different than the rest of the competition was Vudu would get the same day releases as the movies would come out to DVD. You wouldn't have to wait to stream the videos from their service, say a week later, 30 days later. The same day the discs came out, you could get it on Vudu. That's what made them pretty popular. Also, they have 3 levels of video purchases you can make. You can buy your copy in standard definition, HD version, which is 720p, or HDX, which is 1080p. And what I like about the Vudu service is when you're playing it on, let's say, a TV or your computer, you can actually change the setting for what copy you want to watch. So if you're at a place that you know you have a good internet connection, you can watch the HDX if you purchase that. But if you are, say, visiting somewhere and you have a slower connection, say maybe 3 megabyte, you can go down and say, hey, give me the 720 so you can cut down on the buffering. So that really sets it unique. I know Amazon, while it's a great service and I use it a lot, their HD footage is only in 720p. So if you do have a large, big 50-inch, 60-inch flat screen TV and you want the best results but still want to stream without pulling out the Blu-rays, Vudu is a wonderful service to get your 1080p videos of your movies and TV shows over Amazon or Netflix. So the one thing that they came out with, the other thing I like to point out is when you sign up, you, like it says here on the screen, you get 10 free movies. Now the caveat is these are 10 movies that they pick. Now when I signed up, I can tell you that these movies are across genres. They give you like one horror movie, one suspense movie, one drama movie, one comedy movie. They give you a musical, and that's which and a sci-fi movie, an action movie, and you may or may not like that. I didn't care for all of the movies. I think in the collection, what I did like is they gave you the copy HD version of the movie Rudy. They gave you So I Married an Axe Murderer. They gave you the Nathan Lang version of The Producers. They gave you the remake of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And then they had a whole bunch of other movies that I didn't care for. You cannot delete movies from your library. So what I had to do was actually email their customer support and request that. And they did explain to me that the only reason that they have it where you can't delete movies is they knew they were going to have to get a lot of technical support calls for people who accidentally deleted stuff. So if you absolutely want something off, you can get that done. You just have to work with them. The other thing about Vudu that I like is, as you see here over on the right-hand side, is the Redeem Ultraviolet. This is the best thing in the world as far as I'm concerned. So this summer you have movies like Man of Steel that came out. The extended version of The Hobbit will be coming out. Wolverine will be coming out. They all come with ultraviolet codes in their Blu-ray packaging. So what you can do is you open up your Blu-ray disc, you take that code, you sign up on the Ultraviolet website, you redeem your code, and then on your Vudu account, you link it, and now on your Vudu account, you can watch all your ultraviolet movies. And as it says here in the middle of the screen, you can watch your Vudu movies / ultraviolet movies on your Xbox 360, your PlayStation 3, your HD TV Blu-rays that have the Vudu app, your Roku, Android devices, Mac PC, and iPads. So if you can get ultraviolet versions of your movies when you buy your Blu-rays, absolutely get that. Set up your Vudu account, set up your ultraviolet, and you have the extra security of having your physical copy and a streaming copy. And why that is good is someday in the future you may not want it, or there may not be Blu-ray players around, and you don't have to rebuy your library. Or if for some unfortunate reason you have your internet go down, or you're without internet, you can go back to your Blu-ray discs. But what I'm here to talk to you today about is the in-home disc to digital. Now, this traditionally was a service they started where you would log in to your Vudu account and you would create an order saying that you had certain discs, and then you would take your discs to Walmart. They would verify it, and then they would add those movies to your Vudu account. But they just improved it, and that's why it has the beta symbol up here. Let me click on this. Okay, now you can do this at home, and they have a savings. So you have a DVD, you can upgrade it to high def on Vudu to HD for $5. If you own the Blu-ray and you're like, well, I want it back up, I want it in 1080p, but I want to stream it, for only $2 you can get that Blu-ray added to your Vudu account. And for orders of 10 or more, you can save 50% off that price. What this is convenient for is, say you have a movie. What happened to me personally was I had a Blu-ray movie, it got scratched, and 2/3 through the movie, at the climax of the movie, it started getting jittery and buffering, and it was unwatchable. So I was able to use this service and get a streaming 1080p version of the movie for only $2. And what is also nice, as you can see here on the screen, they have convert your first disc for $2 credit. So you can actually test this service and add a Blu-ray movie for free and try it out. It's fantastic. Especially, think of it, you have all the extended versions of The Lord of the Rings purchased, and for only $15 you can get all 3 of the trilogy in HD 1080p without buying every single Blu-ray, which would probably run you at least $30 or more. You can get it for $15, and if you did more than 10 at a time in your order, you could get that for $7.50. Fantastic. So let's show how easy this is going to be. I'm going to take a movie here, and we're going to try this out. First thing you need to do is, if you already had your account, you have to click on the start here and download the Vudu to Go app. So let me go over to the Vudu to Go app. So I launched the Vudu to Go app, and they have 3 tabs: my downloads, my purchases, disc to digital. So we will take disc 1 of a film here. Let's see, make sure I get the right one. Yes. I will put it in. Now, there is another caveat. If you're going to do Blu-rays, you're going to have a Blu-ray drive at home. If you, of course, most people do have a DVD drive, so that's not an issue. So if you don't have a Blu-ray drive, you're still going to have to take it to Walmart. But if you're lucky enough to have one or know someone who has one, you can do it without going to the store. So I'm ready to go. I say add disc, put in my disc into the tray. It'll read the disc. And it finds out it is Star Trek. So if I was willing to purchase this, I would click Own on HDX for $2. And I believe there's a confirmation. Then it would get added to my library. And then when you go over to your purchases, you'll see your library expand. It literally, if you have the drive and you have the software already loaded and set up, you will be having the disc done in like 10 seconds. And the great thing is on the disc to digital is you say next, it'll add it to the list, and that way you can keep going and do all 10 discs or more and get the discount. The other great thing with the Video To Go app is if you go over to the purchases, you can click download. So I can download it to my PC or tablet or phone, and then it'll show up in my download section, and I will be able to watch the movie on my device without the internet. So this is a great way, if you have the Blu-ray drive, to convert your Blu-rays or your DVDs to HD at a minimal cost, and have them streaming without having to rebuying the Blu-ray at a more expensive price. But there are some caveats. The first caveat would be, I did try to, I did purchase, as you can see, Iron Man 3. So I was going to put in my ultimate 2-disc edition of Iron Man 1 and add it to my Vudu service for $2. Well, they didn't like it that much. So let's actually put that in, and I can show you what type of error that you're going to be getting. So I will say cancel to this. And this time, I'm going to put in my Iron Man, just to show you that this isn't 100%, and you may get some surprised if you think you're going to convert your whole library over. Okay, I go add disk. It's going to look for it, and it identifies the disk properly, but apparently they do not have maybe the legal rights to do the Ultimate Edition 2-disc set of the Blu-ray for the disc to digital conversion. They only want the single disc version, which, how many people bought that when this was coming out? Not many. The other problem that I did see is if you are at Walmart or one of the other outlets and you see one of those multi-movie Blu-ray DVD combo packs, I bought one that was I think a Steven Seagal movie and Jackie Chan's Super Cop and Sean Bean's Bravo 20 movie on Blu-ray with like 3 Jackie Chan movies on DVD. Thinking like, oh, well, I didn't expect it to work 100%, but I thought, well, maybe I'd be able to get at least the Jackie Chan movie on disc, on Blu-ray to convert. And needless to say, it did not. So if you're one of these people that bought a combo pack thinking, hey, I'm getting a bargain, I'm getting these multiple movies on disc, hey, let's convert them on Vudu, you will be sorry. You will actually have to go out and buy the movie separately or buy the streaming version. As you can see here, it says there was an error verifying the disc, and it just won't work. So not all movies are convertible. You should be able to look on the Vudu service, I believe, to see what is available and what is not. I think you can actually use the search box here and check. But there is a large selection of movies, and it is a great service, especially to back up your movies or just go to strictly all digital for your library. And I believe this in-home to disc to digital service is great, providing that the disc is in their library or that you have a Blu-ray drive at home, which a lot of people are getting away from optical drives. I deal a lot with video, and so on my laptop I need a Blu-ray burner, so I'm fortunate. Otherwise, you will have to go to Walmart. But I believe this is a great service, and you should definitely check out Vudu for all the options they have and the high-quality HD service they provide. Once again, this is Joe Marzalak from VideoTVFilm.com. Thank you.